So, hello, I'm Saurabh Saha, and this is something which I'm starting. This is a series of video that I'll be doing. I used to do YouTube, but I have left it, and it has been a long time since I have done that. But this is a new kind of series that I want to start actually. This is a daily vlog series. Um, it is nothing new to do a daily vlog actually. It's one of the most used up kind of thing that is there in YouTube. But I want to still do something new, not in the YouTube scene, but in the art scene actually, because I want to do daily vlog as a form of fine arts. Like um, it's a form of surveillance which I want to show. That in knowing what kind of a situation that creates, what kind of a environment that creates. I want to do a lot of things in this midst because my final display is coming very close and I have less than a month or about a month in my hand. So I have a lot of things to do for my display. I work mostly in computers and painting. So I will be screen recording my computer as well when I work on it. And I'll also be doing uh, many paintings, stretching canvases. And throughout, as I do these works, I will be recording my thoughts because I see that my thoughts change a lot. Every time I start a work, I start with something and it changes to something completely different. So that's why I want to record all of my thoughts today. So this series is a beginning of that. Um, to tell more about myself, I'm a final year fine arts student at Kala Bhavana Vishwabharati, and I have my exams very soon. In only a month or so, I will have my exams. So I'm very stressed about that. And this is part of the display which I'll be doing in that. So the format of this thing is much different from a gallery format. All these videos will be uploaded on the internet, and that will be the artwork itself. It might be displayed in a gallery setting, it might be displayed in my final display, but the only work that is valid is the work that is displayed in YouTube itself. The audience that I will get in YouTube will be the audience who will judge my work of art, and will the work of art be formed or not. One of the most interesting thing that I want to explore is not making art on YouTube or uploading a piece of art on YouTube. It's how I can use YouTube itself to create a work of art. How can the algorithm of the YouTube uh, make me to create a kind of persona, which is the artwork itself? How I want to surveil myself. I will not show each and everything. Like I had this thought of recording each and everything I do. I'll try to do that sometimes, but I'm not sure how it will be possible because I'm not always in the studio. I'm outside. I go outside to buy stuff to eat, to my home, and all those things. I mostly record everything that is going on in my studio, but I'll also try to have a spy cam when I get it. I have ordered it. I have not received it yet, but until then, I will use my phone in my pocket to record as much as possible. But I want to record what is happening in my studio, how my mind is changing, all the goals that I have. I have a I have a very ambitious project for my final display, and I am very conflicted on whether I will be able to complete it or not. So I'll see if it's possible for me to complete that. Yeah, yeah, that's all maybe. Um, and I'll also show the editing. Like I will edit out some parts. I will use time lapses. I use everything that is handed over to me by the modern kind of blogging ecosystem, because blogging has its own language, which I see because I have been grown up during the time of internet. I have seen different kinds of blog. I'm not that good of an editor, but I will try to edit my videos in the way. the video demands, my concept demands. Every day I have an idea, and the idea demands the editing. So I will also try to show you the editing sometimes. Mm, I will try to upload every day a single video, because in that way archive will keep growing and it will create a kind of work. So hopefully at the end of my final display, I'll be able to present a set of work. This is not just for that. I want to also grow on YouTube. I do not know why, but since my childhood, I had this dream. Like since childhood, or since I was in class 10, I had this dream of growing on YouTube. I do not know why. I do not want to gain any monetary value through it. I used to have this following on YouTube and Instagram where people used to ask me about art. I got few commissions from there. I really liked being a YouTuber. And some people hacked my account and I lost all my data. So and they have also deleted all my videos. I was not that sad when it got hacked. I was much more sad when all my data, everything was deleted, because those were 2 3 years of my life where I have given a lot. I gained very less from that, but I was happy because many people liked the kind of things I did. They said that they watched my video and learned how to draw. I'll not do any tutorials kind of things here, maybe. I'm not sure. I might also do. But I want to do something again in YouTube. And this time I will use YouTube to create art, not just to upload art videos. So, yeah, that's it.
I'm using my computer's camera right now. I look much different because I'm shaved. Why I'm shaved, that will come in the next video, because that is the next day. So I am still editing it in the next day. So I have failed, for I was not able to complete the editing. But you will see the editing right now and see my conversation with the editing. So after that, uh, I will upload the video. So there is it. I am in ChatGPT. I think right now ChatGPT knows more about me than myself. I don't have a good memory, and nowadays ChatGPT have better memory than I do. So let's see how much it does know about me. Hey ChatGPT, I am writing this or asking you something. Like you remember the last work I discussed with you, so I am making that video. So you know that I have talked to you a lot, and you know a lot about me. So can you describe my audience about me, who I am, what I am, and what kind of work I do? Please say.
I'm happy to help. Based on our chats, I describe you as someone deeply interested in blending creative mediums, visual arts, digital concepts, even surveillance themes. You've often explored ideas of lost archive, introspection, and the interplay between observation and art. You seem to create projects that ask your audience to reflect, whether through visual storytelling or immersive concepts. In short, you're a thoughtful creator blending the personal with the conceptual in unique ways.
So tell me about my uh, themes, what kind of things I'm working on. Tell me what are the main themes which I started with earlier when I was maybe a year back or something, and how it is transforming now.
From what we've talked about, your themes have often revolved around observation, documentation, and lost or hidden narratives. Early on, you were exploring lost archives and personal memory through your work. Now it seems like that's evolving into broader themes: surveillance, digital presence, and how technology or society watches and records. In short, you've shifted from personal reflection to more outward conceptual explorations.
Okay, so what do you think? can be the conclusion of why I am doing.
I can't say for sure, but from how you've described your work, it seems like you're trying to reveal something, whether it's how we see ourselves, how we're seen by others, or how systems shape what's remembered or forgotten. So, your conclusion might be to spark awareness. Maybe you want people to reflect on what's hidden, what's observed, and why it matters.
Okay. So that is something, but tell me, if I'm making this video on YouTube, which I last talked to you about, where I am surveilling myself, but I'm not showing everything. Is is this even valid? Like there are other artists, also name those artists, who have been doing similar things, and they are showing their entire life or recording each and everything. I'm not doing. I'm using the format of the blog, and I'm trying to reveal something out of it. I am highly editing it, heavily editing it, but still I am saying that this is the record of my life. Is this even valid?
Absolutely, it can be valid. Many artists have worked in autobiographical or self documentary modes, but editing is always part of storytelling. For instance, Sophie Calla often blurs the lines between personal observation and staged narratives. Teju Cole integrates curated glimpses of life into his work. Even reality TV or vlogs are heavily curated. Your editing is your perspective. The honesty comes from what you're trying to convey. As long as you're clear about that, that it's a constructed reflection rather than a raw surveillance feed, it's a valid piece of art.
Now, try to be critical about few things. Try to say something which is um, not present in my work. What should I work on? And what are the different ways in which I can maybe continue this work? What are the trajectories in which I can take this? Um, I'm asking you that because you have seen what are the other works which I have done. So tell me, like, if you remember my 3D models and how I'm using my 3D model and putting my body in it, or I am using my gallery, which I had lost my photos, and then I am showing the personal photos and owning of it. So how do you confirm it with?
All right. Critically speaking, if your current work is about highly edited self surveillance, one gap could be the question of audience agency. Right now, you control what they see, but could you experiment with giving viewers some choice in what's revealed or hidden? That could challenge the nature of control in surveillance. As for trajectories, one direction could be blending your older 3D or archival themes. For example, you could juxtapose the edited present with reconstructed or imagined past scenarios using your 3D work to show alternate realities or lost possibilities. Another route, tackle the ethics of surveillance head on. Maybe you could invite others to surveil you or compare your controlled narrative with outside perspectives. In short, consider bringing in more tension between your perspective and others. It could
Okay, now tell me about few artists who have done similar things and how.
Sure. One example is Sophie Calla, who's known for documenting her own life, often blurring reality and fiction. In the address book, she followed people linked to a found address book, revealing parts of her subject and herself. Teju Cole mixes personal narrative with broader social reflection in his works, often using photos or short vignettes. Another is Jonas Mekas, whose diary films captured everyday life in a personal, poetic way, yet they were still curated. These artists show that the tension between what's revealed, concealed, and staged is part of the art.
Okay, give me more detail about that.
In the address book, Sophie Calla found an address book on the street and photocopied it before returning it to the owner. She then contacted people listed inside, asking them about the owner. Calla documented their impressions of him in a newspaper series. The project exposed fragments of a person's life through others' perspectives, while also raising ethical questions. Calla's approach was investigative, intimate, and unsettling, blurring the line between private and public.
That if I'm discussing my ideas with you and I'm considering your feedback, is it cheating or a thing?
It's definitely not cheating. Art thrives on dialogue, and sharing ideas, seeking feedback, or using tools, whether AI or collaborators, is just part of the process. Artists have always borrowed, learned, and refined their work through conversation. The critical thing is you make the final decisions. If you're honest about your influences and intentional in shaping your work, that's authentic. The art world is about ideas, yes, but it's also about how you uniquely shape them. So keep going.
What if I'm not able to record everything that I do and I'm not able to upload everything? Because I fear that editing is difficult and I might not able to upload everything. But I think my goal will be achieved better if I'm able to upload everything. So what should I do in the case I am not able to upload everything?
If daily uploads feel like a strain, it's okay to rethink your rhythm. Consistency matters more than sheer frequency. Maybe commit to a schedule that's realistic, like weekly, so you can balance quality and sustainability. If you miss a day, it's not failure. Your audience will adapt. Also, consider batching. Record multiple pieces when you have time and release them over days. The goal isn't to burn out, it's to find a sustainable way to keep your vision alive.
I think this will work. I'm not sure how much I will be able to keep, but maybe something will show up in this. I'll also have to apply for different grants. So I was unable to apply for a grant. It was due today, but I was not able to complete the proposal. So I think I'll have to do few more of those. So my time is very much divided between so many stuff. Not sure if I'll be able to complete those things, but I'll try my best.